So what I'm going to do now is record a little song and show you how music theory can help you write songs, come up with ideas. I'm going to just improvise it. I have a little idea in my head. My drums are kind of already set up for my last project. I got these stereo overheads set up right here, and I like having all this stuff just plugged right into my interface. It's already set up, ready to go. Very, very easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too slow. Was it a one-take wonder? Let's find out. Now, as I plug my bass in, I'll explain to you what I'm gonna do. The idea I have is a song that goes from 1 to 3 major to 6 minor to 4 major. All those chords are diatonic. What is diatonic? That means that all the chords belong to the key center, except for one, that 3 major, because 3 major doesn't naturally occur in that key. If none of that makes sense to you, that means you need to learn the major scale, you need to learn the harmonized major scale, and you need to understand what secondary dominant is. Secondary dominant is anytime you take a chord that is not supposed to be major and you make it major in your key center. And you can either make it functioning or non-functioning. Why does that matter? It matters when it comes to improvisation. I don't know how, but this song is super emo. This little bass line I'm doing here is, I'm not a great bass player, but I understand like that's a root and that's a major third. And I know my chord scale. Each of those notes has an inherent chord to it, and there's an order to the harmonized major scale. I have that memorized and that aids me. That means if we were jamming out together, I could choose a bunch of right notes that would sound immediately okay, right? That would be vanilla, they would work. The next step after that is to start playing stuff that's a little bit wrong. That's where stuff gets interesting, right? To make a cool beat, you want to do a blend of things that are expected and things that are unexpected.
And an uncooperative bald eagle.
To make normal songs, beats that are digestible, you gotta know harmonized major and harmonized minor. What I mean is the chords that naturally occur when you harmonize the major scale, that's major land, and the chords that naturally occur when you harmonize your natural minor key, because songs are in those two keys, right? If you want to get weird notes, those are always analyzed as exceptions to these normal key centers, these normal things. I'm going to break all of the rules and plug guitar direct. I'm going to use music theory to help me do this. So I'm hearing the melody, ba 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 ba. I'm going to harmonize chords, right? The third chord is a C sharp major. So I'm going to use the third and the fifth. So I'm going to go ma 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 na na. Okay, now I'm listening back to it. Sounds ridiculous, but I'm gonna now add some Okay, this example, I did a major song and it sounded awful, so I'm just going to do a minor one to give you another example. This one's a little deceptive because I'm going to play you some chords and you tell me what key it's in. The chords are G major, B minor, A major. G major, B minor, A major. Let's first see how it sounds, then you tell me what key you think it is in. That was G major, B minor, A major. Now some of you might think, oh, it's in G major. That's the first chord. Let's try to solo along in G major. The laws of music theory may prevent that from sounding good. Doesn't sound quite right, does it? That just does not sound right. Spoiler alert, it's not in the key of G major. And then you might think, well, maybe it's in the key of A major. I'll just get to the punchline. The first chord or the last chord doesn't always tell you the key center. Sometimes it's deceptive, and you could say, oh yeah, I could just use my ear. You should use your ear. That's the first thing you should do. But let's say somebody's hired you and they want you to play guitar on your thing, or let's say you just want to know instantly. You don't want to be messing around in a session trying to figure out what key something is in. You can use deduction. So this is actually in the key of B minor. B minor is the middle chord. So what this really is flat 6 major, 1 to flat 7. Right? What does that mean, flat 7? Well, you have to understand major key centers, minor key centers, harmonized. This matters because if I'm trying to lay something down, no matter what instrument I'm playing, I need to know the world we're in. I need to know the collection of right notes so that I can freely improvise. I can mess around. If I'm just like lost and don't know the world that we're living in, I can't get a chance to be creative because everything is sounding terrible. Now I'm going to mess around in the B minor lane. I'm just going to play B minor stuff, random stuff that all corresponds to B minor. Let's see what happens. These are triads. I'm gonna solo. That note is the third of A. That was A major stuff. That was B minor crap. I'm gonna go back to chords. What was that? I like that part. What I did there was G major. I played root, second, 5th. And yes, I'm thinking about the numbers. I'm not thinking about what's the name of the note I'm playing because it's just not how my brain works. Numbers are much easier, so I'm thinking. And I knew B minor was next. This is a little guitar shape for B minor, right? So instead of, if I put that note down there, I have the 5th of B, and I've created a B minor 7th. I know that it's legal to use minor 7th in the place of minor because I'm just fancying up the next level up. I'm using minor 7ths. If this sounds totally foreign to you and you don't understand it, it's because you don't understand music theory, this is the most basic stuff. Major key centers, minor key centers, and putting it all together. And that last chord I played was just that. You can just superimpose that 9. Big picture, music theory does help you. It helps you with your improvisation, it helps you with your songwriting, it helps you in a session, it can help you coming up with ideas or just actually being free to be creative. You need some rules. You can't just like go in there without no idea, have no idea what's going on, because that's not how creativity works. By studying, by copying, and by learning stuff, that's how you actually get creative. You know, you need to learn the rules to break them, I think. If you are interested in becoming awesome at music theory and you want to learn the secret rules that govern music,
Download the cheat sheet.
definitely check it out. I will link to it here or here. Thanks so much.